And we're live.
Wonderful. Thank you, Dallas. Could you bring up my presentation, please? Thank you so much. Good evening and welcome to the virtual neighborhood meeting for the Boulder County Decant Facility Conditional Use Site Plan. My name is Kristen Cody, and I'm a senior planner with the City of Longmont. I will be helping facilitate tonight's meeting. Also joining me is Seth Jacobs, the project architect with Boulder County, the applicant for this project, Dallas Stiles, the city's video and live stream digital specialist, who is making sure everything runs smoothly on the technical side, and Rachel Jones, a civil engineer with the city's Public Works Department. We appreciate you taking the time out of your evening to be here tonight. Next slide, please. Before we jump in, here's a look at tonight's agenda. We'll start with a project overview and then look at how the city's reviews this type of application. Then the applicant will walk us through their presentation. After that, we'll review how to submit public comments, take a short break so people can call in, and then we'll open it up for questions and feedback. Next slide, please. The proposed facility would be located on the Boulder County Open Space and Transportation Complex, just north of the Longmont Airport at 5201 St. Brian Road. The structure is proposed to be a concrete facility, roughly 72 by 76 feet with an attached canopy. The disturbance area, including staging and laydown, totals about 0.62 of an acre. This site is part of the larger 45-acre property originally built in 2004 and is zoned for primary employment. Next slide, please. Because this is a government facility in the NPE zone, the application is reviewed as a conditional use site plan, or CUSP. This process includes a public hearing before the Planning and Zoning Commission where community members can provide input and comments. All property owners within a 1,000-foot radius of the site will receive a mailed notice which details the hearing date, time, and place. Next slide, please. I will now turn it over to Seth Jacobs and the Boulder County team to present more detail about the proposal. Thank you.
Thank you, Kristen. I'm Seth Jacobs. I'm a project architect for Boulder County, and I'm working with Scott Turnbull from PEC Engineering. They will be the civil engineer of record, as well as PEH as the architect of record for this project. Um, Essentially, the decamp facility is a open air concrete structure that processes vector waste. This is stormwater, solids, and liquids that come out from our vacuum trucks as they clean out culverts and other stormwater infrastructure around the county. Um, this facility will process those materials so that it can be put into the sanitary sewer system for the city of Longmont. Currently, we have one bay inside our um, maintenance building that we are using, but it is undersized and it hasn't really been performing because of the amount of vector waste that we are putting into it. So we are proposing to build a standalone facility on the same site, which will have 3 bays in it to handle the amount of vector waste that we require. So if you could go to slide number 4, Dallas, I would like to show the vacuum truck that the county uses. Um, and so we have several of these trucks that go around and they clean out the storms system infrastructure. And so we have to put the liquid and solid waste somewhere to process it, as well as the solid waste also need to be handled. Um, if you could go to the 5th slide, um, essentially the facility is a 3-bay structure, and once you put in the liquid waste into the bays, the solids stay behind, the liquids go towards where you can see the arrow, um, and they filter through a screen. And then essentially that goes into a sand oil interceptor and then into the sanitary sewer from there. Um, if you could go to slide number 3, please, Dallas. So the open space and transportation complex is a 45-acre site. We're proposing to put the facility in the east end of the site next to the existing fuel island, um, where we have access and clearance. Um, as Kristen said, we'll be disturbing probably about 0.62 acres of the site. Any landscaping that is removed for this facility will be put back in kind. Um, and the site has lots of heavy equipment already there. They do maintenance on fleet vehicles. So the use is really not changing. We're essentially just creating a standalone facility to better serve um, this purpose on the site. We are looking to try to get this tentatively scheduled for construction third quarter of 2026. Um, so let's go to slide number 6. This is a 3D view of the proposed facility. As you can see, it's a open air structure. We have the 3 bays and a steel prefab canopy over that to keep rainwater from overcharging the basins. Um, so that concludes my presentation. Do you have anything you'd like to add, Scott, on the facility?
No, Seth, thank you. I think you covered it very well, um, just depicting the location where the facility is going to be. And I think this rendering here pretty much describes um, what it's going to look like. And as Seth said, there is some landscaping trees for screening in that location, and we'll be replacing all of that. We'll have to move some stuff around to fit this in there, but all of that will be replaced in kind at the end of the project.
Thank you so much, Seth and Scott. Dallas, could you bring up my presentation to slide 6? Thank you. Before we move into the public comment portion, here's a few quick housekeeping reminders. We'll take a quick short 5-minute break soon so that folks can call in. If you do call in to comment, please mute your live stream while you're on the phone to avoid feedback. You'll be called on using the last 3 digits of your phone number. Next slide, please. A few quick ground rules for making public comment. Each speaker will have up to 3 minutes. Please state your name and where you live when you make your comments, and keep your comments focused on this proposal. And we ask that everyone remain respectful throughout. Next slide, please. And Dallas, if you would like to cover this one, that would be great.
You bet. So if you are hoping to call in with a question or comment, now is the time to do so. That number is 1-888-788-0099. When prompted, enter the meeting ID 857-1296-8446. We're going to take a 5-minute break now for callers to call in with your questions. After the 5-minute break, we'll bring it back in and we will start responding. Thanks. We have a little under 1 minute left on our timer. If you are watching the live stream right now and would like to call in with a question or comment, that number again is 1-888-788-0099. And the meeting ID is 857-1296-8446. Got about 30 seconds left, and then if there are any calls, we will take questions. Thanks. Okay, we are at 5 minutes. Right now, we have no callers in the participants window.
All right, Dallas, could you bring up my last slide then, please, with our contact information? Thank you. So this is both my and Seth's contact information. If you have questions for us that come to you later, or if you prefer to follow up with us later, you are welcome to contact either myself or Seth directly. I want to thank everyone for taking the time to participate in tonight's meeting, and I hope everyone has a great night. Thank you so very, very much. Good night.
Thank you too.
Thanks
Thank
all.
you.